Addison.
And I'm Bri.
And we are At the Couch.
This is episode 1 of our very first podcast. The only podcast actually starring us two that really started 6 days ago.
Yeah.
So I'm going to let Addison kind of introduce us because this really started because of a pitch she gave me and then we just ran with it. So Addison, how did we get here? How did we get to the couch?
Yeah, so picture it's Monday morning and today's Saturday. It's Monday. I look at Bri just randomly.
It was like 2 p.m.
Yeah, randomly, 2 p.m. And I'm like, Bri, we should start a podcast.
And I looked at Addison and I said, Addison, do you want to know what's so crazy? And I guess we should have probably started by saying we do work together and we sit right beside each other in our little cubicles. And so we can see each other constantly, which causes a lot of issues.
We're the life of the party.
We really are. Business in the front, party in the back, literally. And I remember she pitched this idea and I said, Addison, you know what's crazy is I literally thought about this past weekend. Yeah. And I remember like I pushed myself off my desk in my little rolly chair, just very excited about this possibility. So
yeah. Now, the one thing about Bri is she is the friend that you have that just has all of these crazy ideas. Like she's like, let's do this, let's do that. And then I'm like, no. But yeah, she's all the time pitching these ideas, and the fact that she thought about it, and I looked at her and I was like, we should start a podcast. And she was like, yeah, like let's do it.
It was like it was a divine premonition. Honestly, it was divine intervention from God himself.
Yep.
That we're sitting here on this podcast. So when we've pitched this idea to all of our family, everyone has thought we're kidding, and we're not. And so the first question that I think we've been asked every single time we've introduced this podcast is, what are you going to even talk about?
Yeah.
It's us.
It is us. Like, that's it.
Yeah. I'm sure there will be some other things sprinkled in, but really this kind of started because Addison and I love to just sit and yap with each other.
Yeah.
And one thing I do value about our friendship, this is kind of veering off gear a little bit, but one thing I value about our friendship is Addison is the friend that I can sit in complete silence with too, and it's not awkward. Like, I don't feel like I ever have to fill the space with you.
Yeah.
Like, I think we just know when each other needs a break.
Yeah.
But also when the other is ready to yap, we're ready to yap.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Like, sometimes in the office, we are, like, constantly talking and everybody can hear our conversations. And then the next minute we're zoned in and there's, like, silence for 2 straight hours.
Yeah, pretty seriously, though. You know it's a bad day, though, when there has been silence.
Yeah, for a very long time.
I'm sure our coworkers would attest to that.
Yeah.
So our vision for the podcast is really just us on the couch, and we're just going to yap. Yeah. We're wearing our professional yapper shirts. Addison got us these. This was our Christmas present, right?
Yeah, and they match.
This is our Christmas present, so we matched. We thought it was very fitting for episode 1 of the pod.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I guess we'll kind of kick off and get started on how we kind of met and really how our friendship has evolved to the fact that we're sitting here on a Saturday morning doing a podcast.
Yeah. So, it was 2023, right?
Yes, January 2023.
January 2023, I took a position at our current workplace.
She who shall not be named.
Yeah. Yeah. And I started part-time. I was finishing my last semester in school, and from then on it was history. Like, we worked together. Really, I mean, tax season starts in February.
Yeah.
But
I guess
January is when it starts getting busy, and that's when I started. So it was kind of like 3 months of us not knowing each other, but we were
in the same room every single day.
Yeah. I mean, you kind of have to get to know who's sitting next to you, like you have no choice. You just kind of hope that you like them.
Literally. It was like, you're going to live or die trying.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I guess to say we both work in accounting. So our busy season is tax season. So it really starts January, like Addison said, and goes through mid-April, honestly, end of April, because there's so much that goes into that. We could have a whole entire season of the podcast where we just talk about what it's like to be in accounting. But, yeah, it really just started when Addison started. We had kind of grown up going to the same high school, but we never really knew each other.
Yeah, like
We
I knew
never
who she was.
Yeah, I knew when they
Yeah.
said, "Oh, we are interviewing Addison." I knew
Yeah.
who they were talking about, but I didn't
Yeah.
know Addison. And I'm pretty sure this is a deep cut. I'm pretty sure the reason you and I like really hit it off is because one day I was getting Starbucks before work, and I think I texted you and I said, "Addison, do you want a Starbucks?" And I think it really just evolved
Yeah.
from there.
Like,
You know you've made a friend when you start getting like random TikTok and Instagram reels.
yeah.
That's how you know you've made it into
Yeah.
the friend group. And so I think at some point
Yeah.
we just started chatting about everything.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. And like, you know how you like text each other? So for that first 3 or 4 months, Bri and I did not exchange phone numbers. So
We were chatting.
we have this.
That's
We use
right.
Google Chat at work, and
Yeah.
obviously, you use Google Chat for work things. And I was like messaging her on the weekends, or I'm like sharing a dress that I bought, and I'm just like,
Yeah.
I'm like, hang on, let me send you a chat of it. So I'm like chatting her pictures of these new shoes.
Yeah, it really is
Yeah.
like asking for somebody's phone number is kind of awkward. Like,
Yeah.
you don't even have to be, prospective dating. It's
Yeah.
just awkward.
Yeah.
So that is the Google Chat. IT guy, if you're listening,
We didn't do it.
we didn't do it. Have you seen those TikToks where it's like exposing, jump in the pool or exposing your group chat, your work group chat,
Oh,
or
yeah.
something like that? Yeah.
And you're like,
We'd
nope.
be fine. No, actually, it's really just like, Addison, do you want a Starbucks?
Yeah.
Look at this random thing I found.
Yeah.
Check out this YouTube
Nothing
video.
about work.
Well, okay, well, we sit beside each other too, so it's
Yeah.
like anything I need to say, I'm just gonna look
Yeah.
at you and say it probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then like after tax season was over, our office does this really cool thing where they make it a holiday for the day after
Yes.
tax season,
Yes.
and we get it off. So our very first one together, we decided to spend together.
Now keep in mind, I mean, we obviously had each other's cell numbers at this point. I don't know why I said cell numbers. What are we? 1982.
Yeah.
We had the cell.
Call me on the landline.
Call me on the land. But yeah, I remember you picked me up at my apartment, and we went and we had coffee together at a cute little local coffee shop.
Mm-hmm.
And that is, and I know this for a fact. I raved about these chicken pesto paninis at this particular coffee shop. There's a coffee shop near where we live, like 20-ish minutes downtown.
Yeah.
And they have a chicken pesto panini. And if you don't know what that is, it's a panini. It's a sandwich with pesto, chicken, and Colby Jack cheese. And it's toasted, and it is so delicious.
Yeah.
So delicious.
And I've never had one before.
Yes.
Like, this was my first time experiencing a chicken pesto panini. And now every time I go, I have to get one.
Yes, they're so good. And honestly, like, they've turned into dinner ideas for us. Like, we'll just randomly say, Addison, we're making chicken pesto paninis. And it feels like it's almost like a symbol of our love. Or symbol of our friendship. Is the chicken pesto, yes. Is the chicken pesto panini. So yeah, I also got engaged that tax season, which really, I think, took off our friendship as well, because Addison had already gotten married the year prior to that. So she was
like 6 months into marriage. I wasn't very
by the time I guess by the time I got married or got engaged, you were probably like 6. Well, no, I guess you would have been 9 months because you got
so when I
June.
started, I was 6 months married.
Yeah, but by the time I had gotten engaged, it'd been 9 months married. So she had already done the whole wedding thing. And so she really basically became my maid of honor without being my maid of honor. Like, we did a majority of the wedding planning together, and it was so fun. Like, you really made my wedding experience for sure. Just planning the whole thing and the afternoons we shared and the ideas we shared. But yeah, I guess going back to our first hangout day, we went and had coffee. Do you remember what we did after that?
I know we went somewhere, but I can't remember.
We went to Lowe's because you were like, I want to see if they've got plants. If you don't know this about Addison, I'll share this. Addison is our plant girly. I can't keep a plant alive to save my life.
Yeah.
Like, I just can't.
She's tried.
I've tried. It's just too much effort. It's too much for my little brain. But Addison is our plain girly. She's really good at it. And
Yeah.
she was like, I want to see if they've got spring flowers out yet. So we went to Lowe's. And then by this point, it was probably like mid afternoon.
Yeah.
Now, here's a deep cut about tax season 2023. Bri, me, had a really bad back problem. Like my back just
Yeah.
randomly spazzed out and then like right towards the end of tax season. And I didn't know what was wrong, but I basically could not move
Yeah.
for
And like
2
when she
weeks.
says she could not move, like we were still 3 months into meeting each other, and I walk in one day and she's literally in our office floor on like
Because I
laying
couldn't move.
down
Yeah.
because she couldn't move.
I couldn't move. It was like the worst, sharpest pain seizing all the way up my back, down my leg.
Yeah.
If I ever tried to move, getting up out of my office chair was literally awful.
Yeah.
So we hung out that day, our tax season holiday, and we went to Lowe's. We walked around, and I was feeling okay. But by the time I got home, I was like, okay, I really need to stretch my back out. So I laid down on my floor, and I didn't think I was going to get back up. And the hot take was my fiance was out of town because he travels a lot for work sometimes.
Yeah.
And so he was out of town, and I just was like, prideful self, didn't want to ask anyone for help. So I managed to get myself up out of the floor. And for some reason, I don't know if you know this, but I went to Walmart after that. I don't know why. Didn't think I was going to make it out of the Walmart. I
Oh my
don't
gosh.
know why I thought that I should walk all the way to the back. I don't even know what I got. I don't even
Yeah.
remember.
I don't know how you made it to the Walmart.
I don't either. Like, it was so bad. And so the next day we go to work, and I come in, and I am laying in the floor again, and I'm in tears because I can't move. Turns out I just had some absolute major inflammation down my hamstring. Had to get a steroid shot. Pretty sure I took a steroid pack.
Yeah.
And basically I just have these like random hamstring flare-ups.
Yeah.
So
We've had what, 3 since the first incident?
yeah, I basically get 1 or 2 a year pretty much. And like sometimes I'll get them randomly for like maybe a week or something.
Yeah.
But
Always in April.
always, it's the end of tax season when the back pain kicks in.
Yeah.
It's the end of tax season.
She'll be
sure.
limping down the hallway.
You will, yeah. Every one of us will be. Like
Yeah.
every single one of us gets the back pain.
Yeah. I've only gotten back pain one time. I don't know if it's our office chairs.
Sometimes I think it is.
Or if it's my posture. I don't know what it
Both.
is, but yeah.
Yeah.
It's just
Well,
I started getting it one time and I was like, "Oh no, I'm about to be taken out for real."
Yeah. Well, and too, I don't even think it's the office chairs. I think it's just that you sit in the same position
Yeah.
for 9-ish hours a day.
Yeah.
You're doing a number. You're doing a number for sure.
Yeah.
So that's kind of a little bit about how we got started. And I remember calling Addison when I had my such bad hamstring issue. It was awful. It was so bad. So it was like trauma bonding almost over me and my hamstring, and then planning the wedding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, which was so much fun.
Yeah. Planning the wedding was like definitely highlight of our friendship for sure.
Which I will say, so like planning my own wedding, like I didn't have a coordinator, none of that. Like that was just like me. I loved it, every bit of it.
Yeah.
I would do it for a living if I could.
Yeah.
Like anything with decorating, putting things together, throwing a big party essentially. I mean, that's me. So if Bri asked me to help, of course I was going to help because let's be real.
Yeah, but like it was almost, our friendship seriously started just because of the season that we were both kind of in. Addison was finishing up school and I had finished a year prior. So it was almost like we were in the same places in life, but like swapped. I had graduated a year prior.
Yeah.
She was graduating a year after, but she'd gotten married a year prior, and I was getting married a year later. So it was like both of these things that we had kind of already done. Meshing together. Yeah. And I would not have survived my wedding had it not been for you. Honestly. No. There was so many
It's
times.
Stressful. There's a lot. People don't realize like how much actually goes into it. Yeah. But you just have to remember to slow down and like just enjoy it all.
I think the thing that you and I talked the most about during the wedding season was just like at the end of it, you and your significant other, like,
Yeah.
you're going to be married. And that's really what matters. Like,
Yeah.
the food doesn't matter. What you like, what everyone wore doesn't matter.
Yeah.
The thing you're going to remember is you're married
Yeah.
at the end of it. And that's
Pictures
really
and
beautiful. Yeah. The
like
pictures
all
are
of
the
that.
best.
Yeah.
One of my favorite wedding day memories is Addison. Other than my mom and my sister saw me in my
Yes.
dress, but I had Addison help me put my veil on. And so there are first look pictures with Addison that are very, very sweet. And you see these pictures, and everyone always asks us, like, have y'all known each other your entire lives?
Yeah. No.
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 Like, we say it, I think we've gotten asked that at work a lot.
Yeah.
And
every time we get somebody new, they just think that.
yeah, they're like, how long have y'all been friends?
Yeah.
At this point, it's now been 3 years. So, like, we really do know each other, I would say.
Yeah.
Especially because I guess it is different, too. Like, being friends at 20 versus being friends at 16. Like, you
Yeah.
just knowing your adult self and coming into your adult self is a whole other song and dance, to say the least. But getting to know you and then sharing that moment with you is so, so wonderful. And you were such a rock for me during that. Not to turn this into a free therapy session, but or a
Hey,
love
I
song
mean,
to Addison. But yeah, that's kind of where we were at. And then, so while we were also planning the wedding that summer,
yeah.
we had we had decided, okay, so a thing about our job is that we get half day Fridays.
Yeah.
So
because tax season is horrible.
because tax season is so bad, we are blessed to have basically our office closes at noon, and then we have that afternoon.
And we live for those Fridays.
We
like,
live.
I mean, why else go to work just to get to Friday? You know,
Honestly, that really is
it's
some
like
weeks
bestie
it's really,
hangout day. Put it in the calendar.
Seriously is. It seriously is like only 3 more days until Friday.
Yeah.
Only 2 more days until Friday.
Yeah.
So, excuse me. But that summer, while we were also planning for the wedding, we decided we were going to go to like a bunch of local coffee shops.
Yeah.
And do a little toury.
Because that's one thing. Like, me and you are coffee connoisseurs.
Yes.
Like, through and through.
We love an iced coffee.
Yeah.
We love
any type of coffee. Like,
yes,
we're about it.
Yeah. Honestly, my go-to is an iced coffee for sure. Any type of season.
Like, I don't care if it's snowing.
Yeah.
If you're going to offer me an iced latte,
I'm going to have an iced latte.
Gonna have it. Yeah.
Period. So yeah, that was kind of our summer, and that's where we really, really got to know each other. I think was just spending, I mean, we would spend almost every single Friday with each other.
Yeah.
Unless one of us was traveling that week or doing whatever. Like, we were together.
Yeah. And we've been together since.
We've been together since.
It's like, honestly, you spend all week working with the same person. We choose to spend our Fridays together. And now here we are on a Saturday. Like,
well, and to be fair though, like, we've both entered into a season where we're just so busy. And I think that's part of just like, we've kind of just been getting older, and life has been getting busy. So this was almost a way where it's like, okay, we can do this podcast. We're going to sit here and yap anyways for 3.5 hours.
Because we're doing it anyway. I mean, why not?
We're doing it anyways. It just might be a little bit more filtered on here. But yeah, I guess that's kind of the rundown though, is we met.
So the thing about the Fridays though is we decided that we were going to try a new coffee shop every single Friday that summer.
Yes.
Before the next tax season. Well, I guess it was really before Thanksgiving, because Thanksgiving got crazy. But and then Christmas, and then we start back in January. But I mean, there's quite a bit of Fridays in there. And we went to quite a bit of coffee shops.
We really did. Yeah, I'm trying to think. I know we went to at least 2, 3, 4. We did one at our local. I would say we probably went to 5 or 6 different coffee shops. Yeah. Oh my gosh. And there was one Friday where so that was also the summer that Addison decided she wanted to pick up crocheting, which you'd already kind of done before.
Yeah.
But Addison decided, which she also made this blanket that I'm sitting with right now. This is my favorite blanket. This is the blanket that I sit with all the time at the house because it's so comfy. I love it. But she had decided to pick up crocheting that summer. And she was doing it, so obviously I wanted to do it. So we had both ordered kits, which you ordered like 17.
And I still have like 4 left.
But
Like I haven't even started.
honestly,
So
you've made good progress
yeah.
considering how many you did order.
Yeah.
And you've done other things too.
And that
Like,
was the year where I made a ton of blankets as Christmas presents. So
yes.
like Bree got that one that I made. My
Mhm.
sister got another one, and then my 2 sister-in-laws got one.
Yes.
I made one for my grandmother,
Mhm.
and I feel like there was a few more. And then I finally made myself one. Oh, my friend, my other friend, I made one for her, and I really like it too because
Yeah.
she's very beige coloredy, just like me. She likes all the neutrals,
Yes.
so I made a lot.
You did.
Yeah.
And so there was a Friday though where we both were like kind of working on our blankets. And so we were like, let's pack up our crochets. Let's go to the coffee shop that's 20 minutes uptown, not the one from tax season holiday, but we went to the coffee shop uptown and we had those steak and cheese
Yeah,
sandwiches.
because they were having a festival,
Yes, they were having a festival
and we didn't
downtown
know.
and we had no idea. We show up, there's cars everywhere, which this town is like their downtown is really tight anyways, let
Yeah.
alone when you're doing a bluegrass festival.
Yeah.
And
It's
so
one street.
it's literally one
One
street,
street.
4 lanes. There's like a little gazebo area. It's very Stars Hollow-y, if
Yeah.
you know, Gilmore Girls. But we showed up and we were like, we wanted lunch, but there was a steak and cheese food truck. And
Yeah.
that was by far the best steak. I still think about it.
I
Obviously, I'm
know.
thinking about
It
it
was
right
so
now.
good.
And then we sat for like 2.5 hours just crocheting at this little coffee shop. It was the cutest thing. I'm sure there's pictures that we can pop in.
Yeah. There's the picture we have in our office where I'm like holding it
Yes,
up.
yes.
Yeah. I
And
don't know.
then,
I'll have to see if I have a picture of our steak and cheese.
and oh my goodness, Addison, the coffee shop, our favorite coffee shop, you know the one in um, the T Town. That's what I'm gonna call it. With the good
T-town.
whipped cream. Yes.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
that coffee shop, oh my gosh. So there's this little town, probably like what, 40.
Yeah, 35-ish
I'm
minutes,
really bad
40
with
minutes.
directions. It's a
Yeah.
person. It's like if you had to just find Brie, it's like she could not find her way out of a paper bag.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like 40-ish minutes away,
Yeah.
35, 40 minutes. But they have like a cute little bakery downtown and there's a cute little coffee shop. And
Yeah.
so I guess it was the next tax season.
Yeah.
We had pitched the idea like, let's go to the little bakery, let's go have coffee,
Yeah.
and we'll go do the thing. We'll just like venture around downtown.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm like, how did they make this whipped cream?
I know. We like bought cups of it.
We did.
It was so good.
We literally, the girl, so like you order your drink at the counter or whatever, and they brought it to us, right? And so the girl was walking around like cleaning up some of the tables, and I think one of us stopped her and said, we were like, what is in this? Like, what if it,
Yeah.
it was like, it tasted like ice cream, but it was the texture of whipped cream.
Yeah.
And
Like
it
a
was
thick whipped cream.
so good. And we
Yeah.
were like,
It
can
was like
we?
cold foam, but like on level 1000.
Yeah, well, it was almost like a frosting texture,
Yeah.
kind of.
Yeah.
So stinking good.
And the waitress or the barista, she like knew.
Yeah, she knew
Like,
exactly what we were talking
because
about.
I guess they get comments on that cream all the time. And didn't she tell us that they like do it overnight and like spin it?
Yeah, so she said it was like a really high fat content. I can't remember if she said it was, I think it was a cream. I think it was just a
Yeah.
really high fat content cream. I don't think it was butter. That doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
But it was cream. And yeah, she just was like, we whip it for like 24 hours or
Yeah.
something crazy.
Yeah.
And it turns into this super thick cream consistency.
So
and
good.
it's so perfectly sweet. And they put a little sea salt on
Like,
top of
I
it.
just want to sit down with a cup of it.
Yeah, it was so good. So that was our second tax season holiday we spent together. We went to the little bakery. We brought home so many goodies. That
Yeah.
ham and Swiss croissant, we still
My
think
favorite.
about. Yeah, the ham and Swiss croissant was so good.
Yeah.
And then
And fun fact, we have like a couple people in our office who are from this area, and they
Yes.
live like on a mountain.
yes,
And so I just like, could you imagine driving that far to work every day?
no,
Like it takes us what, 10, 12, 15 minutes to get to
yeah,
work?
like on a bad day, it
And we
takes
live
you
across
15.
town. So like,
Yeah.
yeah.
on a bad day, it takes me maybe 15 minutes, and they drive 45 minutes down a mountain.
Could not imagine.
No, couldn't be me.
I would be like,
Yeah, I'd be conked.
but at least you have the bakery.
Yeah, I mean, that's true. They have the bakery, which we don't have that in our little town.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess we do have a little bakery. But I've never tried it. So maybe that'll be next tax season holiday. We go and try the cute little bakery. So that was tax season holiday number 2, because we've both officially now done 3 tax seasons, which feels crazy. We're not veterans yet, but we're close. We're getting there.
And this January, February will be our 4th, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
It'll be our 4th.
Which is crazy. Like, I can't believe
crazy.
We've been, like, it will be our 4th.
Yeah, I guess the one thing about our jobs, too, is, like, so much of our job is just categorized into seasons.
Yeah, sections.
Sections of the, yeah.
Yeah.
And it makes the time just go by insanely fast. Like, that is the one thing about being in accounting, and especially being in tax accounting, too, is, like, you basically the first 4 months of your year are categorized by one season, and then you have the summer where, like, everyone's kind of taking vacations, everyone's recuperating, but then by mid-August things kind of pick back up, and then by October you're finished with all the extended tax returns, and then you have the holidays. And by the time you factor in the holidays, the year is over.
So busy.
So it's like we say, oh my gosh, 3 tax seasons going into our 4th.
Yeah.
It feels crazy.
It's like we've been in a vortex this whole time.
Yeah. Yeah. And you really do, like, you lose all sense of time during tax season too. Like, you don't know and it sounds crazy because it's like you hear rumors, I think, about tax season, and you're like, oh, they're just kidding. They don't actually mean that it's crazy, but it is.
Yeah.
It is a true test of the minds, I think, of, like, how far can you be pushed, honestly. Like, it's a mental game for sure, because there are times where you just want to tap out, where you're like, I don't want to do this anymore. If I have to pick up the phone and call this person one more time, I'm gonna stroke out. Like,
if they ask me this one more time,
if they call me back one more time with the same question I've answered 3 times, I'm gonna lose it. Like, yeah, but you also love it because of the people too. It's like the same people that are driving you crazy are the same people that you love.
Yeah, or like you get so excited when they walk through the door because you get to talk to them.
Yeah. And then you really do develop, like, relationships with your clients too. That's a whole thing too. Like, that's really why you do the job. I mean, you love numbers, and you love the work, but really you love the people that you get to work with. So.
And I think too, like, it really helps that we do live in such a small town that it's like when you have clients, they're obviously, like, contributing to your community in a really big way. Yeah. So just having that relationship with them really just
I feel like it is such a way for us to serve the Lord too. And just like a way that you're helping clients, you're helping them manage your money, or you're helping them manage their business, or you're helping them manage their nonprofit, whatever it may be. And by the way that you are doing that work is such a service to them. Yeah. And it doesn't feel like it when you're doing it. Well, sometimes depending on what they're asking you to do on a particular day, it might feel it, but there is a certain joy, I think, that comes from doing the work where you are giving back to your community in a way, and that's really, really beautiful. And I think that's kind of what keeps you coming back every single day. Is getting to just experience the growth in the community, the growth in your clients, the growth in yourself. But yeah, I guess that's tax season. And what did we do this past tax season for our off day?
So we painted. We baked, and then we painted the candles.
Yes, we've tried candle painting. That is what we did.
Yeah. And then the year before that, we did the charcuterie with the
okay, so wait.
The painted vases or vases.
So tax season 23, we went to the coffee shop and we had so maybe when we went to the T-Town, I don't think that was a tax season holiday because the next one was when my niece was born. And that's when we did the charcuterie and we were painting the
Okay.
vases.
Okay.
So
Maybe that was just a Friday
maybe
that
that
we
was just a
decided.
random Friday that we
Yeah.
decided to go do
For the
that.
coffee
Which
shops.
checks. It does check out.
Yeah.
Um,
And then do you remember we were going down the road and we got the
Oh,
GPS took us a different way?
yes. Okay, so listen. There will be an episode. We have our first basically like 8 to 10 episodes. We have 2 working titles that we're still kind of trying to come up with an
Yeah.
idea for. But I guess to give a little insight about this podcast is literally Addison did look at me on Monday and say we should start this podcast. And
Yeah.
then on Tuesday, we had mics and a tripod ordered.
Yeah.
That's how serious
And
it
then
got.
they were supposed to arrive on Friday.
Yes.
So they got here yesterday and we set up today.
Yes. And so where was I going with this? Oh, we planned out all of our episodes. I like Addison pitched this idea to me, and sometimes like we pitch ideas to each other, and we're
Yeah.
like half kidding, half not kidding. Like we both know we'd be really good at it,
Yeah.
but we don't know if we'd ever actually do it. But later that night, I think I messaged you. I was like, Addison, I can't stop.
You
thinking
just
about
full
this.
send. You literally just sent me the logo. No context.
I did. I was like, Addison, what if this was our logo? And so next thing I know, my husband's like getting ready to go to bed. It's like 8:45. This is my side of the couch. And so I'm laying down on my little side of the couch and I send Addison the first 10 episode pitches. There is an episode where we will unpack my driving fear. I have a fear of driving. I'm better now, I would say, for the most part. And I can drive, and I do drive. It's just not my favorite thing to do. However, Addison cannot be the only one that drives every time we hang out. So sacrifices are made between both of us. There was that day, that Friday that we went to T-Town, because that's what I'm calling it. When we went, oh my gosh. So I guess to give some context about this town, how would you describe it? It's like, it's in the middle of nowhere.
It's a one-horse town in the middle of the mountains.
Yeah.
With basically single lane roads.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
And so there's a couple of different ways that you can go to get into this town and to get out of this town. And so we had come in one way, which was so curvy.
Yeah.
10 out of 10, do not recommend. I was already really nervous about this drive. And then we went out a different way.
Yeah.
So we went out a different way and there was this split on the GPS.
Yeah. And mind you, we have like cinnamon rolls in the back.
Yes. We had
all
boxes.
of our boxes for our baked goods. Yeah.
And so the GPS is literally showing this as almost like, I don't even know, what would you call it?
It was like a hairpin turn. Like it was like back on itself.
Yes. And I was like, Addison, not to alarm you.
It looks like a V.
Yes, it looks like a V. I was like, Addison, not to alarm you, but I'm really scared to take this. And it snuck up on us too.
Yeah.
And so Addison was like, hang on, I gotta hold on to the cinnamon rolls. And so you just got Addison in my passenger seat, and I'm like whipping my car into this turn. And there wasn't another car, thank goodness. But it literally, it was the sharpest turn I think I have ever made in my life. That no semi was making that turn.
Yeah, and that's when we became Thelma and Louise.
Yes, so our office joke name is Thelma and Louise, which is a really old movie. Yeah. Really, really old movie about two friends who basically go rogue.
Well, our two bosses, they became frickin' frack.
Yes.
And so then we joked that we were Nick and Knack.
Yes.
And then we were like, no, it's too close.
Yes.
So then we were like, Thelma and Louise.
Thelma and Louise. Because there is a scene, which I wonder if I'll be able to find the clip. Maybe I can, this podcast episode 1 is going to be a real trial of how well can we figure out how to edit.
Yeah.
But yeah, so there's a scene in Thelma and Louise where they just like gun it. I think they're running from the cops, honestly, which not that we would ever do, because let's be honest, I would cry.
Yeah.
Addison would be like, shut up, Bri. Not actually. I think we'd both kind of be freaking out. But they are like running from the cops, and next thing you know, they just yeet it
like
over
Dukes
this
of Hazzard.
Full-blown Dukes of Hazzard it across this like big canyon thing. So we became Thelma and Louise after this Teleco trip and the fork in the road, for sure.
Yeah.
So how did we get there? What were we talking about that got us to this point?
We were
Oh,
yeah.
No, I think we finished that one then. I was trying to chase my train of thought.
Because we were talking about going to that bakery,
Yeah, we
and
were talking
then
about
I
going to
was
the
like, "Oh
bakery.
my gosh!" And the turn.
The turn, yeah, and then but we had to unpack my fear of driving because it
Yeah,
might have been a lot of
yeah,
complex. Yeah, if you don't know me, like that would, if I had to say one thing about myself, it's that I hate driving.
yeah.
I
I
can do
can't
it.
wait till we talk about your driving.
Yeah,
Like,
we're gonna have a whole episode where we just
yeah.
unpack like why do I have this fear of
And I think it
driving?
rubs off on me because one time I hit a curb because I was in an alley that I didn't realize that you couldn't turn down.
And to be fair too, you had also just gotten a new car that's like
Yeah,
basically driving a bus.
yeah. It was a
So
lot bigger than my old
a
car.
lot bigger than
I
the
was
old
like, "Can I
car.
even fit in here?"
Can I even go down this way? Is this
Yeah,
illegal?
yeah,
So yeah, that's kind of, I guess, us in a nutshell. That's the
yeah,
podcast, the tax season, working together. So I
yeah.
think it'd be super fun. We were trying to figure out, what does this first episode look like? And obviously, you guys need to know a little bit about us. So I think it'd be super fun if we did like 3 things about each other.
Okay.
So Addison's gonna kick us off. She's gonna do 3 things about me, and then I'm gonna do 3 things about her that I would like a little
Yeah,
elevator pitch, so to speak. Little
yeah.
elevator pitch. So Addison, kick us off. What would
Okay.
you 3 things about me?
Well, the first thing, Bri is a full-on
Oh no.
Disney nut. Like,
That is true. Yeah.
like
That's
you
so
are
funny.
obsessed with Disney.
That is, yeah, it is true.
Because you've now what? How many times have you been to Disney?
Well, so I think I've been like a total of 4, but in my adult life, 3 of those have been in my adult life. 2 of
Yeah,
those were in one year. And I
yeah.
don't like
Like the
listen.
past year
Yes.
or the past year and a half,
Well,
I guess.
23. Yeah, cuz
Yeah,
we did a trip early 23, and then
yeah,
Liam and I were like, "Let's do this for our honeymoon." Yes, I love
yeah,
Disney. And I if you're not a Disney adult, you don't get that. If you like if
yeah.
you've never been to the park,
I've never been to Disney, so like
yeah,
we are very different in that aspect. Like,
but there is something about the girls who get it, and the girls who don't. But let me tell you, there is a serotonin boost that happens when you walk into a Disney park. Like
do they
that could
put
be a
wait?
whole podcast
Does it
episode.
smell a certain way? Because I feel like I've heard that from people. Like that
Um,
there's specific sections of the park or parks
yes.
where they like smell a certain way.
So, yes and no. Like I would say Main Street in Disney, which is like the main road going into Magic Kingdom, which is like the main park. For the people that don't know, Magic Kingdom is like the main park, and Main Street is the first thing that you're on. That kind of, I mean, I don't know because I haven't been in like a year and a half. I don't really know how I would describe it other than maybe like a little sweet because there's like the confectionery is right there, plus the Starbucks is right on
Yeah.
that main road, and there is nothing like getting a Disney Starbucks. I know the line is long. I know I can get coffee elsewhere,
Yeah.
but there's just something about getting an iced shaken espresso in Disney World.
Mm.
But yeah, I would definitely say that there's like certain parts of the park, like Pirates of the Caribbean,
Mhm.
love that smell. And it's
Mm.
like it's literally just gunpowder, but it smells like
The fact that it smells like gunpowder.
it smells like gunpowder, but it smells like you associate it with Disney World, like you associate it
Yeah.
with that ride. Um a Pandora, everyone says like the Avatar world, like that smells very particular. Epcot, I associate with the smell on Soarin'. Again, if you're not a Disney adult, you're not understanding what I'm talking about. But if you are, you know. The smell on Soarin' is so good.
Yeah.
It's like a little grassy, a little like fresh springtime, maybe. So, yeah, there are certain parts of the park I would say that smell a certain way. Yeah.
Yeah. I've never been to the park. I do remember that I was like 10, I guess. My parents took me and my sister on a Disney cruise, and
Yeah.
that was great. They did a parts of the Caribbean night there, and
That's
there was
fun.
literally they set up zip lines,
Oh my
and
gosh.
these like people were zip lining across the boat. It
Did you
was
zip line?
crazy. No, no, no. It was like they would like come
Oh,
down the
it was
walls,
like
like it was part of the
professionals.
show,
Oh,
you
okay. It
know.
was professionals. I thought it
Yeah,
was for the children.
yeah. But that was like so fun. I do remember that. Me and my sister weren't really like full on like Disney kids, I guess. I
Yeah.
mean, I've seen the movies, but
Right.
I do not know them as well as you do.
Yeah,
Like,
but that to be fair though, I just have such a my
yeah,
toxic trait is that I watch movies over and over and over
yeah.
again.
And I don't do that.
I do,
Like,
yeah.
it has to be a really good movie for me to watch
Watch
it
it again.
again.
Yeah.
Or it has to be, and even if I do watch it again, it's got to be a long.
time
time.
between.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which I will say, like, one of my close friends, she has 2 kids, a
Mm-hmm.
little boy and a little girl,
Yes.
and they're like 3 and 1, I guess, and she just took them to Disney. And
Yes.
he is obsessed with The Lion King.
Yes.
And so, like, I know that they had so much fun.
Yes.
And like, I'm sure, like, hopefully one day I'll get there. Maybe I'll go see it,
Yeah.
but I'll probably have kids before I even
Yeah, I mean,
consider going.
it is
Yeah.
definitely one of those things. Like, I think it's super fun to go with just you and your significant
It's
other
just
if you're just
it's a
looking.
big trip.
It is a big
It's a
trip,
big
and
trip.
it's an exhausting trip. It's not like it's really not a vacation-y trip unless you're just going for about 7 days. And honestly, I think 7 days is too exhausting
Yeah.
because it that does give you enough time to travel and it gives you enough time to like take a rest day between the parks, but it is a lot to do.
Yeah.
And there's like you can go so many times your entire life and still not see everything and do everything. Like there's always something new at Disney World. And I think the thing that Disney does well is that they just do really great immersion. Like not everything is like the big Disney movies. Like the Haunted Mansion, if I'm not mistaken, which somebody will correct me, but I'm pretty sure like that ride was not based off the movie. Like the ride came before the movie did, and
Mm.
then like they did the weird movie with Eddie Murphy and stuff. And then I think they just recently did a remake of it. But yeah, it definitely I can't imagine what it would be like to do with kids, but it's so like the videos you see of kids going to Disney World for the first time are just precious.
Yeah.
So sweet. So, yeah.
Do you want to talk about your scar that you got on your honeymoon?
Oh my gosh, yes. So that is right. I would show you, but I don't think I could get this sleeve pulled up to where
Yeah.
it's at. So, yes, we did. On the honeymoon, we were in Animal Kingdom. I think it was the first park that we went to, and we were riding Avatar, which is the best ride, in my humble opinion.
I love
And
the Avatar movies too.
yes,
That's
and
like,
so, and the Avatar ride has a very specific smell to it. Like they be pumping some stuff in the smells. And we were standing in line, and if you've ever been in the Avatar queue, it's just like it's very long. Part of it is at least inside, so that's good, but they have these like metal bars up. And now I will say like Disney is, pretty wheelchair accessible, so people will have like scooters and stuff, so they're big enough to where like the little scooters will fit in, so like everyone can ride and everything. But I was standing, I don't know what I was doing. I don't know what happened. I don't know what I did. But I slammed my arm down on that metal bar
mm,
and full blown. Like, luckily, I had band aids and everything in my little fanny pack. But I just started like gushing blood out of my arm right here. And I looked at it the other day. I still have like the faintest scar from where
yeah.
I cut myself on this daggum bar in Disney World. So that's the story of the time I got a scar in Disney. I
Yeah.
also had another experience the first trip in 2023 where I got mad at my husband, fiance at the time, because he didn't let me win one of the rides. There was a ride that you had to shoot the targets and he didn't let me win. And
Yeah.
I had talked some mad game about how I was going to win and I did not win. And I was
Yeah.
really upset. And I nailed my knee on the cart cuz like Disney has a lot of rides that are on these little conveyor tracks, and so they keep moving. If you don't get off, they keep going.
Oh.
So I was trying to get off, and the ride just like moved, I guess, at the same time that I moved my knee, and I smacked it, and I got that massive bruise.
Yeah.
Yeah, that I sent you, and I was like, Addison, this happened. It was very bad. So
Yeah, that's crazy.
yeah, so that's me in Disney World. Yeah, and I
Like
think most people now, if they've watched the
a
last,
dream world, but also just like
yeah, it's not as
very
glamorous.
dangerous.
Yeah, it's not as glamorous as you'd think. And then there was the honeymoon video that I sent you, which sounds wild. It sounds really weird. But when we were on the ride and I was screaming
Yes, and
because
you had your bucket hat on.
yes, there's like this there's a ride called Astro Orbiters, and basically you get in these little rocket ships. Now I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm not a little girl, okay? I don't weigh 90 pounds, obviously. I don't think Liam and I both needed to be in this rocket, but we did. We both got in the rocket. Um, Things were getting out of hand. It was very terrifying, and that's probably the scariest ride I've ever been on.
Yeah, you were like, ah.
Yes, I was, but like, and the guy in front of us when we got off was so annoyed with me. He shot me a look. He was very mad that I ruined his
Why?
Astro Orbiters experience. I was like, you're 35 years old. Don't be mad at me. It was scary. So, yeah, I think he was just mad because I was screaming the entire time. Probably because I thought the rocket was gonna give out in the middle of it. It was,
Yeah.
because it, like, you go up in an elevator to get on this ride, so you're already probably like 2 stories up, and then you get in your little rocket ship and you go up probably another 10 or 20 feet. So I mean, you're 3 stories, 4 stories high,
Yeah.
and you're like, you can see the entire park from this ride. So it's just like, and you're spinning in circles. It's scary, and the rocket ship was leaning, and I don't think it's supposed to do that. So anyways,
Which is also
a little scary.
yeah.
I mean, I don't think it was meant for 2 people that were not, 90 pounds apiece.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sure a child and a parent would be one thing, but I am no child.
Yeah.
I haven't weighed 90 pounds probably since the 3rd grade. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
So I don't know. I guess so the first thing was you are a Disney nut.
Yeah. I think yeah.
The second thing, this is so hard because it's so hard to pick like 3 things. But I think the second one I'm going to go with is like Bri is the definition of a jokester, a class clown. Like she
That's
fully
funny.
commits to any sort of bit.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
If Bri's mouth is open, she's joking. Like,
yeah.
She's got to make a joke.
That is true. And it is like, it's funny, but it's also sometimes not funny. Like, I will say.
Oh, no. I enjoy it. I love it.
I think sometimes I'm just a little too unfiltered. And so I'm like, oh man, I probably shouldn't have joked like that to whatever person. Like, if we're in the office, I'm like, maybe I shouldn't have said that because maybe they don't know that I'm joking or whatever. Like, I really you have to know your audience. As a comedian, you have to know your audience. And sometimes I don't.
I enjoy it every time. So.
Yeah, I will say,
and I'm back there like, ha.
And honestly, sometimes I'm just like, I'm so funny. But what's even funnier about that, though, is that you have now, like, picked up on the jokes. Mm-hmm. I don't know what it is. There's, like, something in the air that's being pumped in. And so now we're
you'll make one, and then I'll make one.
Yeah.
And before you know it, like, the boss is walking out. Like, okay, I'm done with y'all.
Yeah, it's like it's 3 p.m. on a Tuesday. What are you guys giggling about back here? Yeah.
We just feed off of each other.
We do, yeah. And it's super fun, though. Like, the other day, we were literally in the car talking about this podcast, and I was telling her that I wound up on some Spotify video trying to, like, look at what equipment we should get and things like that. Because obviously, like, we're not really investing $10,000 into a studio or anything. But I was, like, on this video, and this guy was like, yeah, these lights will run you, like, $1,000. And I was telling Addison about this, and I said to her, I don't think he understands that the budget is literally $30, and we spent that on a tripod and mics, and we were both just like horse laughing about this. But
it's like the editing, all of that. We'll just figure it out.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. There's a YouTube video.
Yeah, somewhere.
Somewhere.
May not be very good, but
yeah, that's so funny though.
Yeah,
that's sweet.
And I guess my last thing. Let's see what I want to say. It's so hard to pick. Okay.
Man,
I think that Bri is also.
Oh no.
Bri is literally like one of the smartest people that I know.
Oh, stop. No,
so but with that, Bri is also has like the most severe case of undiagnosed ADHD I've ever seen in my life.
So funny.
So it's like she's constantly spitting facts, literally, but they're all over the place.
Yeah, I will say, and well, because my mom has been diagnosed, I think, with an attention situation going on. So she is now medicated. I am not. And so it's really just a free for all. Yeah. It really is just a free for all back there.
It's sometimes. Like, I mean, if you make good grades, they don't care.
Like, they really, I mean, they like, really don't.
There's not an issue here.
Yeah, and I will say, I don't think school was ever my focus problem. It's more of like, sometimes I just have so much going on up here that like I can't. It's like an overstimulation thing. I think, where it's like I can't focus on one thing because I'm like, no, I want to be focusing on this other thing instead. Yeah. And my brain just starts like backfiring.
Yeah.
But no, I would definitely not say that I'm the smartest person you know.
Well, you're one of the smartest for sure.
No, I don't agree with that. Hello, didn't I literally? I'm sure I said something to you this week that was like, Bri, what are you even talking about? That's so dumb.
Well, that's the ADHD kick.
This morning, my husband asked me to bring him a washcloth, and he was still in bed. And I don't know why, but I walked in there, and I just went to hand it to him, and he just stared at me.
Yeah.
He was like, "You can put it in the bathroom," and I was like,
Yeah.
"That makes more sense than me
Yeah.
just standing here holding it at you."
Tillman does that too, though. Like, I also think that he has a touch of it.
Just a touch of it.
Because it's like sometimes he'll be talking to me and his brain just is like running like so fast, and then what comes out
makes no sense.
Yeah, it's like just like jumbled words.
I feel like for me, sometimes I'll get stuck in the thought pattern that I can't get the words to come out.
Yeah.
Like it's like I'm trying to form the sentence, and I have the sentence up there, but then my mind just like
Sometimes he's literally like, hang on.
Let me focus. Let me breathe.
And then he'll say it.
Yeah, sometimes you just have to close your eyes. You're like, wait a second.
Yeah.
Where am I? Who am I talking to? And what am I trying to say?
Yeah.
Yeah. You have to have the who, what, when, where, how, and why
Yeah.
in there. Otherwise, it just comes out in like a big jumble.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think something that kind of is a tell sign too is that it takes me forever to tell a story sometimes too, where I'm just like, I can't get all the details.
But I'm committed. I mean, I'll sit here and listen to you all day.
It's like, but I'm sure even when you're like listening to this podcast, you're like, why are we talking about this curve in the middle of the road, and now we're talking about Bri's driving fear?
Yeah,
it's
like we started here and then we ended here. What's happening?
Yeah, I don't know if many people use Marco Polo, but I love to Marco, and I have a few friends that I Marco like every day pretty much. And I was on Marco one day yesterday listening to one that somebody had sent me, and they literally said in it, they were like, I really loved that your brain was able to go from this to this to this, and somehow it all connected, but it took a minute to get there. I won't lie to you, but once you did, it made sense.
Yeah.
And that is, I feel like that's the true definition of my brain, is like, okay, walk with me for a second. I was thinking about this, which then made me think about this, which made me think about this, and now we're at this. And it's like the 3, the 4 don't necessarily make sense, but somehow they do.
You're really good though at like wrapping it all back together. You're like, I don't know, like sometimes 7 minutes into a conversation with you in the office, I'm like,
how did we get here?
Yeah, I'm like, wait, we were talking about this and I asked her about that. And then the next thing I know is you're like, and so then that's why this is that. And I'm like, oh, that makes perfect sense. Like, I don't know how it got that way, but
oh my gosh, that's so funny. Yeah. So that's Bri.
Yeah.
Now we'll talk about Auntie Addison. I do this thing where I call us Auntie Bri and Auntie Addison because we're both aunties, and so we just, I don't know why, I just think it's cute. So my first thing about Addison, like if I was introducing Addison to somebody, I would say that you are a woman who knows what she likes.
Period.
And I love that about you.
Yeah.
Like, you are a woman who is just like, no, I don't like that. And it's perfectly fine to be like that. But you are so good at just advocating for yourself, I think, and being like, no, I'm not doing that.
It's not always the best trait, but
I think it's a really good trait to have.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like it's a really good thing about you where you were just like, no, I don't like that.
Yeah. I don't. And I'll tell you every single time.
I do not accept what you're giving me.
Yeah. It's like, go away and come back with something different.
Yeah. And I feel like you really balance me in that aspect too. Yeah. Not to make it about me, but I'm such a people pleaser for you to be like, no, we're not doing that.
Because let's be real, if one of us is doing something, the other is also. Yeah. So it's got to be a mutual agreement.
It's a dual commitment. And I just, I don't know. I feel like that makes you such a powerful woman to just be like, no.
Yeah.
I love that about you. Second thing.
I think I need to really work on the delivery though. Sometimes, like, not necessarily with you or people at work, but like my family.
Oh. Yeah. Well, to be fair though,
like Tillman will say something, I'm like, no, that's not happening. Like in your wildest dreams, big bud. Like,
I think it's different though. Like, knowing your audience, right? Yeah. Like the things I joke about with my husband, I'm not probably just gonna walk into work and joke about with the workmates. But yeah, I could see that. But I don't think you've ever been that way with me. I think my husband's home and he's gonna walk in.
Oh yeah.
So that sound is the garage. If you hear that, I'll try and make sure that it's not in there.
I can barely hear it, but I'm also deaf, so
yeah. I guess fun fact about Bri number 4 is like I feel like I hear everything.
Yeah.
Everything.
You do. And smell everything.
I do. Yeah.
Yeah.
Basically superhuman or something.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. I'm not actually, but so yeah, that is number one thing about Addison is like she is a woman who knows. Wait, what'd you say? Wait, what did you say?
Nothing. You can see it later.
When I'm editing,
it probably doesn't. It's probably not even gonna make a noise.
It probably doesn't. All we hear is.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's number one about Miss Addison. If I had to pick a number 2 trait about Addison, let's see here. You are really good about figuring something out. Like you are just one of those girls that's like, I think I want to try this. Yeah. And then next thing you know, you're trying it.
Yeah. Especially when it comes to like crafts. Like,
yeah.
I love a crafty bit. Like,
yeah.
To sit down and just to make something, to do something.
Yeah.
And like make nothing into whatever.
Into something. Yeah. Yeah. And the time that I've known you, you've picked up crocheting, quilting.
Yeah.
You're an amazing cook. Like you're always trying something new in the kitchen. You're on your TikTok journey, so you're learning how to make the TikToks.
Yeah, which is wild. Like I understand why people get paid to do it sometimes because let's be real. Some of these like 10 seconds of videos are hard.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
So yeah, you're just so good at being like, I want to try this thing and I'm gonna try and figure it out. And then you figure it out and you're just like, and you're good at it too. That's what I don't understand. Like you're just a naturally, specifically in the crafting world, I think you're just you're so naturally crafty. And I'm like, that's not me.
Well, I think a lot of it, like you kind of have to have an eye for things like that. Yeah. So like when it comes to like decorating or putting things together, crafting, like you just kind of have to like know what works. But like it's just, I don't know. It's a way to clear my mind, way to clear my head out. Just try it out.
Yeah. But you're really good at that, and I love that about you.
Oh, that's sweet.
Yeah. And then number 3, let's see. What would I say at number 3? I could go on. There's a lot of things that there was like I swear I just saw something jump out of those fields. I have fields in my backyard. Maybe it was weird.
You know what's crazy? So like, you may not know this, but usually at this point in time, like baby deers, you know how they get the little spots?
Yes.
Usually by August, mid-August, September, you know, they don't have spots anymore. I seen a baby deer with spots. And I was like, that's so weird. It's very late in the season. Yeah.
Yeah. I've seen a lot of deer this year though.
Yeah.
In our little area.
Yeah.
Anyways, not to derail us like that. I just saw something in the fields and was like, what was that? But my curtains are kind of blocking it, so I can't really see that well. So number 3 about Miss Addison. Addison has the most insane ability to plan something.
Oh yeah.
She has the most insane ability to plan something, and it is insane.
I'm so type A, it's not even funny.
Yeah, like she's got her planner, she's got the colors, she's got the markers, she's got the pens, she has a list, she's got a checklist, she's doing the thing.
Yeah.
And I am not
and I live
great.
Out of my live, breathe out of my planner. Yeah. Like if I didn't have it,
it'd be game over.
Yeah. Like
game over.
It would be. Like I would not know what to do with my life. Like my planner tells me where to be, when to be, what to do,
what bills to pay, like everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, your entire life is in your planner, and I'm not like that, but
at all.
No.
So Bri me and her both bought a planner from the same company together. Yes. And I was showing her like I love to put all of this in my planner. I do it here, I do it there. Like usually whatever I need to do is in the planner 3 times.
Yeah.
Don't ask me why. That it's just what works. And because if it's forgotten one place, it's definitely not forgotten the other 2.
Yes.
But so Bri started out with her planners.
Yes.
And then before we knew it, she had a sticky note with just like a big checklist.
Literally.
And that was it.
Like the involvement of the planner. It really started out like I
Yeah.
did so good, and then I was like, no, this is just not, because I think I have to see the whole thing.
Yeah.
Whereas you're just really good at being detail oriented.
Yeah.
And I am
100% like that.
Yeah, I would not say I am good at being detail oriented.
Yeah.
But you're just so good. You're so good at planning. Like, you're so good at planning vacations and like planning things for people to do, planning weddings, planning like literally anything that needs to be planned, you can do it.
Yeah. But I will say, like, the toxic trait in that for me is when something does go wrong or it's not in the plan, it's bad.
It's like, how do we fix this?
Yeah, and you know what I'm talking about. I don't think my husband doesn't think I should share that.
Yeah, we won't share it, but like there was an instance an instance here recently where it was like, oh no, what do we do?
Yeah, and like nobody would have thought that would have happened. I mean, how do you even plan for something like that? But yeah, I do not handle anything well when it's outside of the plan. Yeah. Sometimes I have to like really be like, what the heck? Because it usually, and I would say like I'm okay in the midst of chaos. Like I really, it doesn't like, I don't bog down or anything.
I get bogged down.
But if something happens that usually I have, okay, well, if plan A doesn't work, this is going to happen. Mm-hmm. So then I have 3 other plans behind it. Mm-hmm. So yeah.
Yeah. But sometimes she'll just like show me her planner at work. I'm like, how do you function like that? Like, it's just, we're so opposite in that world, in that way, that my brain doesn't understand.
But yours takes a lot less work to write it all down. So
that's fair. I have now officially moved into using Google Tasks.
Yeah.
So if you see but like my problem is I either write down everything and have all the things, or it's just a free for all. It's just a free for all.
Which is crazy.
Yeah. I'm like, I don't know, whatever happens, I guess.
Yeah.
So yeah, I guess that's kind of us in a nutshell. I think we've hit a lot of bases here.
Yeah.
We've covered a lot of ground. Is there anything else you want to say before we kind of wrap us up?
No. I don't know. I think that we're only on episode 1, but
I feel like it's gone pretty well.
Yeah. Fun. Like,
my hip's hurting a little bit from sitting in the same position.
I know, I had to reposition. I was like, I can't do this.
Yeah, well, I don't want my toes to be out in the blankies. So I'm like trying to tuck so where they're not in the holes. But
you put your toes.
Yeah, we don't need that. The world does not need that.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, well, I guess if there's nothing else that you think we need to share, do we hit all our talk? We do have, Addison has the printed out list. Yeah. So again, Addison's really good at planning things. This is our
outline.
Our outline, yeah. We kind of just spitballed. I feel like we hit everything though.
Yeah.
So we haven't come up with a cute little tagline yet.
Yeah.
Unless we just wanted to say what we said in our little teaser trailer.
Yeah, that's fine. Okay. But hopefully you guys can watch this very soon. Hopefully we can get it out there and get the next one back up and running.
The next one is because I'm sure the big question is, which we didn't cover in this episode, is why is your podcast called At the Couch? Stay tuned for episode 2.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll talk about that next time.
We'll unpack the couch as you see it now.
But with that being said, I guess we're going to see you guys next time
at the
couch. Bye.
Bye.